Play some soft music and some violins for the cheap seats in the back. For real. Okay? Guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I have another intuitive message for you today. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe. I hear you thought the first go round, the initial introduction to my winning season made you sick, made you nauseous, made you feel bad about yourself. It pointed out all your flaws for no reason, without the person even trying to. Well, you better stay tuned for season 2. I hear a lot of women crashed out on one woman. Women from all walks of life. And when I say all walks of life, all walks of insecurities. Feeling bad about yourself. All the stuff they keep a secret or dump on in the house or leave in the house to come outside to appear to look prepared when they're not really prepared. They thought the first season would be enough to try to annihilate you. They didn't like what they saw the first time. Wait until you see season 2. Wait until you see it. I'm about to go adjust the lighting. Okay? You have these people crying because they have to face themselves and they have to face the music. You know how somebody intends to walk up to another person to emotionally or deliberately emotionally dump on them? I mean, pour out all their negative ass feelings, no matter from where the fuck they come from or where they're harboring them from. That regressive energy. Because they don't want to grow. They're stagnant. There's no progression. Well, they thought they could come to your face about it, and they walked away feeling twice as bad as what they did the first time, because A, you didn't give them the reaction they was looking for, and they didn't know how mentally strong you were, spiritually too. So the spiritual attacks don't work. You can know someone has ill feelings towards you just by the way you can read the room, but when it comes down to it, North Node. Hold on, can you see that? Fucking North Node. Fucking Chuck Norris. Okay? Aries is on the bottom. I just feel like you come with a certain level of audacity where you're not afraid to do the right thing. It's not so much as doing the right thing. I mean, it is, but you're not afraid to go see what else is out there. You're not afraid to object because all your peers are selling short or selling out or taking the lazy way out, regardless of what they do. They could marry somebody stiff in corporate America just to say they got a stable home life and cannot stand this motherfucker in the bedroom. I'm going to adjust the light for this reading. It's like, first you're going to tell me you hate my music, you hate my wardrobe, then you're going to tell me what to eat. I hear somebody busting, like crashing out. What are you crashing out for? Because this person really don't like, it's like somebody married the wrong guy or the wrong girl. It's like this person doesn't really like you because they keep finding reasons to nitpick and pick you apart or something like that. Okay, this reading gives me Libra energy a lot, but you have Aries here. Somebody's Aries could be in North Node, but this is about independence, bravery, and passion. This is pure planet Mars energy. So even Libras can crash out like an Aries if you push them to. Destined to have. Someone feels like they're destined to take a leap of faith with you after you cut them off. Or just House 9. This card loves to come out. Spiritual growth. So someone could be sitting by themselves, working on themselves, by themselves. And this is a masculine energy. Aries is a masculine energy. However, I feel like this person is working on themselves by themselves. I was wondering when you would pick up on my telepathic messages or premonition. Like, you know how you can manifest someone into speaking to you by thinking about them hard enough. And then you got Neptunian energy on the bottom. So I feel like someone has a lot of dreams about you. Not freaky dreams, but just dreams. They see you a lot telepathically. These are two spiritual houses. This is Pisces and this is House 9 is Sagittarius. We just came out of Sagittarius energy. Now you got Yin, the feminine energy. Intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. I told you this is giving me Libra energy. So this could be from someone whose Aries is in North Node or just have Aries somewhere in their chart. Either way, someone needs to make this right for you, right with you. Okay, the way I said it the first time, how I said they're doing it for you, somebody feel like they owe you. Okay? Because how they showed up is not what they said, and what they did were totally different avenues. We're talking opposition here. And Neptunes, now they have dreams about you. You must have walked away from this person because you're heavy on their premonition, their third eye. They're getting all types of nudges, intuitive nudges, to spiritually evolve so that they feel you pulling away. I'll say it like that. Then you have Gemini. So you could be really good communicators, or this person has Gemini Aries on their chart. And you see this transformation? Someone's going to find a really clever, creative wordplay to express their passion for you. Intellect and networking. Or your North Node is in Gemini and theirs is in Aries. One or the other. But they want to work with you. I see the point now. You know what? I see your point. You know? They feel like they can grow old with you. And now we got more fire. And I hear Tina Marie and Rick James. Confidence, optimism, passion, bravery. So somebody has the hots for you. Tell me more about Gemini though. This one wanted to flip over. Venus. Someone got the hots for you. Because you got fire and love to go your Libra energy. Give and receive love. Find value. See the beauty. You're the only one who saw me for me. You're the only one who treated me like a pretty decent human being. So the audacity of me to mistreat you or listen to someone who is a Gemini or has Gemini in their chart somewhere, or just inquisitive. This is giving me gossip energy. People are like, you're like the hot topic, the trending topic. Whoever reports the news, like the people who gossip within the community, always has your name in their mouth, using you for an allegory, example of anything, an example for nouns. Okay, let's see. What does this person want to say to my collective that's embodying that Libra energy, that femininity? I want to get to know you. I really want to fuck you. Remember 50 Cent song? I want to get to know you. It was Joe singing the chorus, even though they're talking about Marvin Gaye's song "Come Live with Me, Angel," but they took the part of his first verse. I want to get to know you. Marvin Gaye sings it like that, but the song with 50 Cent and Lloyd Banks and Young Buck, and Joe is singing the chorus. I want to get to know you. So as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So someone is having nostalgic with this Neptunian energy. They daydream a lot about what you used to talk about. I'm here to, I picked up, it's just 2 nights ago now, I picked up on this premonition. The hormones were very crazy, like when women get more aggressive when they're ovulating or something like that, or around their menstrual cycle, they get more sexually, they're in heat, needless to say. So you feel more aggressive about wanting to have sex with whoever your desired person is. And this person I got that premonition where the energy, the sexual energy, it was very intense sexual energy, and you were speaking a different language. You were speaking, the person who I was having a premonition about must have sent a plethora of sexual energy. Is very intense. And you are a person who, if you've ever connected with this person, I don't think you did though, because it's all Neptunian energy. So you were dreaming about it, or daydreaming about it, or just thinking about it. This person's independence, bravery, knocks your socks off. Okay, and they like your energy too. They like your curiosity, your intellect. That's what they respect about you. But they kept their feelings for you a secret. And you speak this person's native tongue, or if you ever get to the point where y'all cross paths in a very intimate way, you speak to this person in their native tongue. So whatever their cultural, it could be a person who has a cultural difference from you, or if it's in your same cultural group, you speak your native tongue. So for example, if you're French, you speak French to that person and only to that person. And I also saw in the premonition how it really scared the fuck out of people to see y'all two together anyway, and this person kept their distance from you. And I also see that when you, in the premonition, how you speak, this person appeals to your feisty side. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Sorry, collective. I couldn't keep talking with my nose running like that. This person appeals to your feisty side. Like, they pull it out of you. Like, you could naturally be like a calm, cool, even kill type of person, calm, cool, collective, but you have a fire side. You have a spitfire side. Okay? And your communication, your communicative skills, or the way you converse with each other is on a whole nother level. Okay? And you only speak this person's native tongue directly to that person. So I see the peers of this person, if it's not friends or immediate family, and I also see people from your side of the family or friends or whatever, whoever you hang around predominantly, whether it's friends or family or both. And they're looking like, what is she saying? Like, what is this person saying? But he knows exactly what you're saying because you speak to him like that all the time. And it's something that blows everybody out the water, because it's like, no one has ever treated you in such high honor. And with the North Node here, this is somebody who embodies a lot of grace. They're not perfect, but they embody a lot of grace. They always got their best foot forward. They walk with a lot of pride, a lot of basic self-respect, human self-respect. So they're able to treat this person like a human being. This person could have been accustomed to being treated like trash, or just like an object, or somebody who's expendable. This person can have strong financial security. And people are attracted to this person based off of that, or just their status in society along with the pretty penny. So they can have status, they have wealth, they could even still be good looking. You know what I mean? They're still an attractive person, but even if they dated or just went with someone in their own cultural group, they are more like, it's more like, I heard, Americanized. So they speak English, they speak very little of it, or maybe the grandparents or the parents of the next generation or the generation before them probably speaks the language a lot better or a lot more fluently. But raising your children in the United States, they tend to speak English first, maybe a little bit of their native tongue, whatever your cultural group is. And you blew their mind. When I see Gemini and I see Aries, I see quite a bit of passion. You see what I'm saying? Because you have two cards here that represent passion and ninth house energy. So it's a spiritual evolution. You help this person through a lot, or you're about to help this person through a lot. They're going to come down. It's going to be so random when they talk to you, because this is giving unpredictable energy with the Gemini and the Venus here. Like, you could be very sapiosexual with this person as well. With the Venus here, that's that feminine energy. And you have the yin card here. The yin card is feminine energy as well. It's very creative energy. This person know that out of everyone, the irony of meeting you is you speak to their soul. When I see spiritual growth, when I see ninth house, you speak to them in a way that no one's ever really spoke to them like that, but he understands you and you understand him, so to speak. But something about it, he could have abandoned the whole operation because of what it looks like, or maybe just not getting the approval. It can also be bad for business. Person could be very shrewd in their work, and they just didn't want to rock the boat. Because then maybe they do a lot of business with old money, people with old wealth from generations upon generations, and it could inspire this person to want to build the same thing for their family, and that's totally cool. You know, you want better for yourself and your family for future generations and things like that. And they didn't want to rock the boat with you. It's like taboo to be with you. I couldn't do it, man. It just don't fit the bill. The appearance of it doesn't fit the bill. So it's like someone getting pissed off with you because you told the truth. He and this person could know you told the truth, but at the same time, they did not appreciate it. A person could still be mad at you because it came from you and not what their ideal package is. But someone should tell this person that love comes in many mysterious forms and fashions and things like that. He's learning this lesson the hard way, or maybe an old timer could be speaking to this person and telling them love does not come with conditions. And you may be wise enough to know that, but you don't really get that, especially when you're trying to dictate what your love life should look, feel, what the person should look like. But the irony of it is, this person is spiteful and conniving. I see that too, because with the North Node here, I feel like with the North Node and spiritual growth here, they could have fucked this up with you. Just being themselves, being in that low frequency or lower frequency or low vibration. I don't mean to make it sound like the traditional song and dance you hear on everybody's channel, but in this premonition, this is talking about somebody who thought the grass was greener where they wanted to water it, where the prey was weaker, Prey, where it was a lot weaker. The pickings were a lot more broad. So for whatever reason, whether the pickings are there or not, you don't know because you just stick around. Something about it, something about what you said to them kept them in their head. I don't know what your wordplay was, but it was very creative and strategic in a way where it got the point across that you are some kind of high value, high class feminine creature, where they could have wanted to believe the worst thing about you or just didn't have enough facts to know if you were telling the truth or not. This person had how can I say it? I want to say unrequited, because they were willing to be a spy for this person, but he didn't offer to pay them or give them an incentive for their services, for their devotion and stuff like that. Because on one hand, it's like you could have enemies or frenemies or family that's enemies, and they could have went to work with him to spite you, to cut their nose off to spite their face, is what I'm hearing. And he could have known that, the person's not delayed. They're very sharp with it, especially with the Gemini and the Aries card here. But at the same time, they didn't know the truth about you. How could somebody so graceful, beautiful, attractive to some degree or another, they found you extraordinarily out of this world? Ironically, you don't even know they secretly feel like you're out of their league. You're too beautiful, or too this, too that. So they made excuses for why y'all could never be. Even if they didn't tell you the truth, they told other people the truth. They told somebody the truth. And they let your enemies appear to have their way, or they let their enemies celebrate a farce victory. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Didn't I just say that? Love has no conditions, and this is a past life relationship, and someone needs to heal family issues so they could give this relationship a chance. I don't know what happened. Maybe they have divorced parents. It could feel like that. That works for some. Yes, this is your soulmate, so give it a chance. Work on your partnership. You could be more alike than you are different, even if you come from cultural differences or religious differences. Something about your societal status could be different. Like, they could come from wealth, you could be building wealth. You know what I mean? Like, it's something that you do eventually measure up to each other in more ways than one. So if their financial status is higher, you eventually work your way up like that for yourself, your family. And if their spiritual backing wasn't up to par, because we all go through dips, like ups and downs with your faith, as you will. If you're religious, you can understand that, or have some form of conviction, you can understand that. You go through good highs and lows with everything. They start to even out with you. They can get on your frequency, or you can get on theirs. I feel like it's more spiritual though. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with tangible success, even though that's there. But by the time they catch up with you, your financial success, even if you give a person who don't have a lot of financial success to throw around with everybody else, you don't really need much for people. Like, you know how to take care of yourself. You're on your own 2 feet, no matter what the situation is. And I think this person didn't really understand all that comes with that. They didn't understand integrity. They didn't understand divorce, because they fake it to make it, is what I'm hearing. So even if there's a personal experience for them that just doesn't work in their favor, but they're afraid of what it all looks like to an on viewer, they will stay in it, but will do their own thing. It's like we single but married at the same time, or single but committed at the same time. Like, it's something old school, traditional about it. I don't like this person, but we don't believe in divorce. You come from traditional values, something like that. And they met you, and you spoke to their soul in a way that is very different than anything they've ever experienced. Even if they thought they were in love with people before, it's just not the same. It didn't hit the same, and they turned it back on you in the face of it. Like, they were angry. It's like they were blaming you. Like, they felt spiteful towards you and conniving towards you. make you in hopes to manipulate you to feel like them as an excuse for why they left, or they need to find a reason to muddy you up, like kind of drag you through the mud, so that there's a reason why you hate their guts. They was doing all that shit on purpose. But you're too smart. You know that they was doing that shit on purpose. I guess, I don't know if time went by where you tried to let them be honest or try to give them some time to come around. You were really patient, unusually patient with this person, so you can have a soul recognition of this person. This person definitely agrees with that. They just didn't act on it. So the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of trying to steal my shine, that's what I heard. And then on the bottom is the Phoenix rising. See, there's something about you that has evolved with, and I put that on top of this Gemini card because the Gemini has the butterfly on it. And the sun, that's more fire energy. So you have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy on this board. Whether you and or them have that prominent in your immediate chart. And I said all that and didn't say not one prayer. So I'm going to put this right here on top of this Gemini card. When you recite Quran, we put between you and those who believe not in the hereafter. Surah number 17, ayah number 45. So, again, you have the Four of Pentacles. You look at this Four of Pentacles, how he has this woman dragging across the floor because he can control her. He's very possessive. It's like he took ownership of another human being. So he thought it was deliberate. He felt like it was a deliberate choice. It would be taboo for you, but a deliberate choice to stick with any person who's not of value, who will run to the ends of the earth or the gutters of the earth to prove their loyalty. That's not to say this isn't sexy for foreplay. Like it's a setting. Everything has its time and its place. But this looks like public publicity. Like, I don't know if this person did this to get this person's attention, or they felt like they were going to manipulate you into doing something drastic to get this person's attention. But you were in the Queen of Pentacles, or this person who they have possession over because they can control them with money. Could be this Queen of Pentacles and this Four of Pentacles. Well, you are the Phoenix rising. Okay, let's keep going. The Phoenix rising, the sun is like, your happiness is more important. Once you get a taste of peace or whatever your liberation is, you do anything, you'll cut anybody off to keep it. And this person kind of mirrored that. Like, well, I'll cut you off to keep things the way I know are fail-proof. But you're failing yourself at the same time because you done already met this person right here. This person is the Queen of Cups. So you got the total opposite. It's like all this person wants is love. They want to guard their chastity. They could have been listening to rumors about or sending people your way to see how you would bite. And you fell in love with some of them and they felt stupid because they shouldn't have sent these people your way just to see what you do. It's like you can't throw somebody the ball and then find fault in how they catch it, which is ridiculous. And then you have this on the bottom. It's justice, okay? You fell for somebody else with that strength card, even though it looks like that's typically the justice card, but it's a strength. It has the strength card on it, and the 8th major arcana in this deck has the justice on it. So you see this woman is like unresponsive if she don't get her fix. That could be where this man is coming from. He's used to people treating him like that, with the way this woman is crawling on the floor to prove her devout loyalty. But when you have a connection with an emotional lifeline with somebody, and when you don't, now this person is having dreams. I gotta cover this. Now this person, it's actually all on this person's penis. This person is having dreams about you in that way because that energy was so strong that my clothes are wet. TMI, but my clothes are wet from that premonition from the person that came through that sent that energy. However, this is what he wants. His love language, deep down inside, he has a deep love and notoriety. It's becoming a notoriety thing, a notorious thing for this person. Not the part where he has people chase him or try to emasculate him a lot. But it's hard for him to hide his feelings for you anymore. It's like you're more of a threat by yourself because you shape up when you're by yourself in most cases. So you can meet somebody better. You can attract better. He was kind of cool with you going with people that weren't quite on your level, but you could be empathic with this Queen of Cups where you have a passion for helping people, or you just give people with lesser than him a chance. So he tried to use that as an excuse, even though it royally pissed his ass off. Now he wanted to get to know you, and he's been advised to let go of control issues, especially if this relationship after all this time means something to him just like it meant something to you. Maybe he thought, let me make this person wait to see if they stick around. He burned his bridge with you. I feel like for you, it's like I wouldn't go back. There's nothing to go back to. You didn't have the right foundation built. I feel like you lost trust in him even through the way, I don't know what the fashion that you worked together with, whether you used to see each other and it didn't go anywhere, maybe traveled together or did business together on some level where you can know the person's character for sure. There's one of three ways you can know somebody. And he wants to get to know you in a different space. One that's not so practical and professional. You know, you got to keep it surface level. You got to hide your feelings because it's more professional. But all the while, he dreams of you wanting him. I want you. When did you stop wanting me like I always wanted you? What did I do? I think he pretends to be oblivious to what he did to you, or what he did to discourage you, to make you want to go a different direction and forget about him. I feel like he's watching you. In a way, he's watching you. And for that, he kind of can pick up on the energy. His energy is not there. Like he knew the impact he had on you. Just like you know the impact he has on you as well, and you have on him. And he denied it. There was something real hypocritical about it. And look, the Hierophant, the priest. It's because you're holier than thou. That's what I heard. You're too holier than thou. Like, I don't think I can get down and dirty with you. Like, it makes me feel like it's taboo. Like, you're forbidden fruit. I'm not supposed to touch you. So maybe you have strict boundaries where he can't cross the line with you. Like, it don't make him feel decent or feel comfortable in a way. Like, he feel like he has to catch up with you spiritually. And all the while, you feel like you have to catch up to him. Could be more financial or tangible success. You're trying to build tangible success because you're showing up as the Queen of Cups. That's very deeply healing and compassionate, very empathetic. I want to say he made the mistake of feeling sorry for you for some reason or another. Maybe he knows a lot about your past. He feels sorry for you that you even would want to give somebody like that the time of the day. But then it made him think likewise, well, if he has a negative opinion or a low regard for you based off of what he does know, what he thinks he knows, he made a mistake of judging you too harshly because he didn't want to know the truth. He just wanted to judge you based off of where you've been. So he might know a lot about your past or your ex or something like that. He might know him in a way where you could have picked up on it. I feel like you had premonitions about this person's skeletons, but they were also rigorously honest with you about their skeletons. It's just you were not the type to blast them for it. So maybe they felt sorry for you in that essence. Maybe him and your ex could have had more in common than you think. Look, the Emperor's here. So he could belong to an organization or is very strict in that leadership in the community, because both of these, Hierophant and the Emperor, they're leaders of the community. He doesn't have a counterpart, is what I heard. But then you got the Four of Wands on the bottom with the Temperance. He still wants to be with you. He does not. This isn't over. It's like whatever that initial introduction is, that phase of it is over. The Ace of Swords, and there's the Hermit. The mental clarity is there. What he should be doing. Well, he can't help but wonder now because y'all are too telepathic, too emotionally invested in each other for two people who are not that close physically. And the Hermit is the Emperor in reverse. Like he has to go into maybe sex rehab, I don't know, some kind of rehab, because you got the Queen of Wands underneath it. And the Judgment. Jezebel. I don't want to say everybody's a Jezebel if you see the Queen of Wands, but he is. It's a vast difference. You with some, you don't ask him for anything. if y'all were close enough at one time, you never really asked for anything. So men have, you know how they put they put a series of tests on a woman to make sure she's right, to make sure it's safe for them to really reveal their feelings. So they put you through a series of tests to see how you respond, to know if they should really invest their emotions to you, and they know that they can but still didn't. It just gets real hypocritical. Two of Wands. He's seen good girls fall from grace. Ace of Cups. That's the truth. You see people who are deemed unattainable, so it depends if their father come from old money, if they come from their father building wealth, or their ancestors they come from a good family name, or a strong business savvy. Their family is notorious for good things. He has broken them down. He has broken down their resistance to the point where he done tore them out. He tore them a new vagina. I'll say that. Okay, I'm gonna use this to cover these two girls. See how they sitting there talking about him and the Ace of Cups? Like he is used to conquest. He is. Look a little about him. The Five of Wands. See how they all fighting over him? That's what he's used to. You didn't do that. You kept it cool. You kept it moving with the Chariot and the Magician. And now he wants you. He wants you more than ever with that Ace of Wands. I feel like he has some very dark, twisted fantasies about you. Like, he wants to get you pregnant just to keep you with him. He don't want to tell you that, but I feel like the way he's going to speak to you is like surface level, but he's not ready to admit he's in love, but he hasn't had sex with you yet. So once he does that, he's going to be in for a rude awakening. It's giving me that energy, especially with patient, passionate love making, like this Three of Wands. Like the way you put it on him, you bring out, he's really shy in front of you too. He looks like a nerd, a vixen touching on a nerd. Like, I don't know what to do about this boldacity. This person is beyond sexy to me, with the devil underneath it. Very captivating, strong influence. Like, people try to imitate you, but they don't really get it right. Like, they don't get that reaction. Ace of Pentacles. They don't get that reaction out of him that he wants to give you. Like, you can go a long time without speaking to this person and their energy just doesn't change towards you. I feel like your energy changed towards them with this Eight of Wands. Now they feel devastated because the Three of Swords is behind it and the Tower. It's like he could have caught an STD in the community, which makes him now question his confidence. It could have shook his confidence because that's a Tower behind that. Love does not conquer all. Meanwhile, you're sitting and you're resting in a very serene, quiet space. I feel like he has premonitions of you residing where he derives from, where his ancestry derives from. I feel like that. If he had given a chance and not be such a control freak, I do see you're very compatible in a lot of ways. But he's going to make it like it's you. He does a lot of gaslighting when it's not really you. And I think he's going to start to see you on the cover, or whether you're a model or not, you're going to be more in the spotlight, or something about your business is going to take off and put you in the spotlight. I see articles about clean eating and how to keep your body in shape, stuff like that. And he's going to want you some more. He's going to want you to want him too. So now he has to work at convincing you. He understands now it's like you come with a twist. You could be hot, looking like the typical supermodel, or somebody who's like real easy on the eyes, but you have a soul. That's the difference. You don't sell out for money. You didn't prostitute, and he know that to have this on his arm, like, people are going to speculate and talk about you. You know, you're going to be thrown into the center of attention, and so is he. But you know, people are already invested in this person because he's already in the community. But at the same time, if he shows up with somebody like you on his arm, they're going to watch you very closely too. And I think he fears that you might not be comfortable with that. I don't know. I think you'll be fine. But I think what puts his mind at ease now that he's having these premonitions about you, because you probably let him go, so the energy shifted. You know, the tables turn. When you decide you don't want to be with somebody, it shifts their energy to wanting you more, kind of thing. And it's like, well, if she's already has her own thing going, it can't be that bad. I've been making excuses for too long. I need to just And I feel like you would have this energy where she's all on you, all on this person. You are on this person. It's like they know that you're very loyal. I think they picked that up about you. I'm gonna cover that up. You keep it together just for them. Sometimes they fear that because they're so wild and they got these partying ass ways with these karmics and shit, they all fight over him. He want to make sure he's not going to be bored with you. He might think he's going to be bored because he's not used to that. You may desire it, but are not used to it. And somebody said, well, love doesn't come with conditions. You're in love with that person, so you still want to keep that person, even if you do have a slip or mess around with somebody else for old time's sake, or just chase the girls for old time's sake. You know, you probably can have it both ways with the girls and this person, because this person is patient and this person really may have a concise emotion or a sound mind or even kill mind and an even kill heart about you. At least they have a spirit and they see good in you, even if you're not doing very good right now towards them. Maybe that's why you cut them off, maybe. But now they want to get to know you. That's the whole point. And I think that's all I had. That's all it said. This person has to let go of control issues if they want to have a shot with you. And I feel like your issues was healing your family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.